Hello and welcome to Tara Smith's Kitchen. I am Tara Smith and I am cooking chicken and rice today. I have butter that I've been melting here. About 3 tablespoons of butter. I don't know why I put a little olive oil in there too. And I got a pot on the back for rice. And I'm going to cook the rice separately. And water's already boiling. That's 3. I'm sorry. That is 3 cups of water. I'm putting 2 cups of rice into 3 cups of water. Let me see if I can get this down there. And of course, we're going to boil the rice back here. I have some salt in there. I don't know if this fits on it, but it's going to go on it to cover the rice and cook the rice separately. I do not want to burn this. I'm going to get close to it here. But I have 1 sweet onion, 5 medium-sized carrots, 1 shallot, 3 cloves of garlic, and 4 stalks of celery. And what we're going to do is we are going to saute these down. And I haven't been live in a while. My work has been a little bit crazy. So on my other channel, it's a motorcycle channel. I get to ride my bike to work and back, so I can be filming on that one. Haven't had time to do any of this. So I don't know if anyone's going to show up and watch me live or not. I know everybody else has their channels going. The onions are going to sweat down. We got our 4 stalks of celery, our 5 carrots, kind of coined up, and our 1 shallot, our 1 large sweet onion. I think I covered everything. And we are going to cook these down. Make sure that this is kind of covered. And I'm going to turn it off. Get a spoon. Sort of stir it out a little bit. Shouldn't need to do that too much with rice. I have someone who keeps interrupting me. There we go. I need it off, I just need it low. There we go. So how have you all been doing? Let me see. This is that. I've been deboning a scrawny bird. It's like these chickens are getting to be, there's no other meat on them, and it's like all breast meat. And I'm like, I want some thighs and stuff like that on them, some dark meat. The chicken must have came from LA. It's just a scrawny little bird with big breasts. But I got a rotisserie chicken, and we are going to add that to the pot in just a second. Let me see. There we go. So I can time that back there. So I'm going to crop that or it's not going to fall. And stir my vegetables. I don't know if I've did anything in the last month on this channel or not, but like I said, work's been crazy. I've been everywhere. They've sent me up to Michigan a few times. They sent me to North Carolina. And then they had me doing stuff around Texas, but I wasn't home. The times I got to come home, I wasn't home for long enough to do anything. It was just kind of blink and go to bed. Use blink and wake up. And it's kind of life. Get all this off of there. I was making a big mess deboning that chicken, but it is deboned. And the reason I'm cooking the rice separate is so I can store it separately. So I'll put it in here, it's just gonna soak up all the juice. And I'm gonna put the rice in the fridge by itself and the soup in the fridge by itself. And at that point, I should be able to mix everything together. Well, I will be able to mix everything together. That's kind of the plan of everything. She's not making much noise as she can. But we are sauteing the vegetables down, and then we are going to add, you don't need to add, 8 cups. You can add 6 cups. But I'm going to want it a little bit more liquidy. So I'm going to add 8 cups or 2 quarts of chicken stock. You can use broth. You can use bouillon. You can use better than bouillon. As long as it's chicken. Hold on. Sorry about that. But we're going to saute these down. Then we are going to add the chicken stock to it. I got this from H-E-B. Chicken stock. I didn't make my own. I need to do that one day. But I just haven't had the time to do it. Boil all my bones down, like make bone broth or something. But that ever ticking away time between work and everything else that everybody has to deal with. Everyone watching included. We're trying to get everything done here. All the clothes washed, ready for the weekend. I mowed the yard in the rain. So, anyways, the rice is cooking back there. I'll stir it again in just a second. It's kind of fluff it up. And I need to stir my vegetables. We do not want to burn them. They shouldn't burn. That'd be weird if they did. And hopefully you can hear me okay. If anybody happens to join in the chat here or happens to listen, let me know. Let me know if you can hear me okay. We're just cooking these down. Yes, I already pre-cut all of them. Chopped them up, got them ready. And then I put them in there. No, neither one of these pots has the correct lid, but it'll work. Stir this rice again. Doesn't really fit on it. But it'll kind of work for now. Trying to throw everything together, and then another week of work. And if you're new to the channel watching this, what I generally do is I'll cook a big pot of something to eat on throughout the week. This will get me by about probably to Wednesday or Thursday. And I got everything to make beef and barley except for the barley. Wonderful, you know? I thought I had barley at home. I was going to make beef and barley, but I'll probably make that later on in the week if they still have me around town. I don't know. Rice is halfway done. Check my onions. And that is smelling good. Let it cook down just a little bit more. And I'm going to add probably about a teaspoon of rosemary, about a teaspoon of basil, about a half a teaspoon of turmeric, and a teaspoon of oregano. And I'll probably add some salt to it, but I'm going to have to salt to taste. And now's the part where I'm just waiting for it to cook down. I don't have either burner up real high. I have the front burner going about medium and the back's on low because, well, it has rice in it. And in a second, I'm going to turn that one off probably, well, about 6 minutes or so. I'll turn that one off and the rice should pretty much be done. I usually have people in the chat to talk to, but I haven't been on in a while, so they're watching other stuff. That's the way this YouTube thing works. You're not on there at your scheduled time when you get downranked and all that good stuff. So it is what it is. You go over here. And chat and see what everyone's watching. I think Honda's probably on. Yes, Honda is on. That's probably where everyone is. And you can hear her in the background making as much noise as she possibly can. I don't know if you can hear her or not. But oh, she does that. They should be getting pretty close. Let me move this over here. And stir this around. Kind of look for the onions to start going a little bit clear. And you're cooking the carrots and stuff like that in it. You're sort of making base for the flavor, like a little palette or whatever you want to call it. It just tastes better if you kind of cook them down first instead of, you know, putting them into the pot after you add all the chicken stock or broth or whatever you want to use. The one thing that I don't have that I usually put in it would be about a half a cup of chopped spinach. And I do not have a half cup of chopped spinach. But I do have chicken stock. I know I usually use better than bouillon, but I'm using stock. because I felt like it. Nothing in any of these recipes is really exact. If it ever is, I'll let you know. This is a pretty easy chicken and rice recipe that anyone should be able to do. When you chop up 4 celery stalks, you chop up 5 carrots, 1 large onion, I use a sweet onion, a shallot, or no shallot. I use 3 cloves of garlic. You can use 1 or 2 or none. It depends on how much you like garlic. Most people kind of like garlic. But you can play with it. Let me see. Here's the basil. I'm just using my hand. I don't know where my measuring spoons went. I've been gone. I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of rosemary. Not as much. That'll work about right there. We have oregano. A teaspoon. Then turmeric. This is going to be messy. I'll sprinkle it on. There we go. Probably about a half teaspoon. Now I'm going to mix this all in here. And I'm going to turn my heat up. Like I said, this is pretty easy. I didn't want to pour the turmeric in my hand. I'm going to add the chicken. Of course, the chicken's already cooked. It's a rotisserie chicken that I picked up from the store. And as far as I'm concerned, it has too much breast meat. If I didn't do a rotisserie chicken, what I would have probably done was got a pack of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And I would have used that. And I would have cooked them. And there is the chicken. See, that's way too much white meat for my taste. But sometimes that's just what you get when you get a rotisserie chicken from the store. If I wanted more dark meat, I could have went ahead and got that pack of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. It would have just taken longer, and I had a lot to do today. Like I said, I was mowing the lawn in the pouring rain, and it was pouring rain. There we go. And really, you just need to bring this to a good boil. That's about all you really need to do to it. Stir this rice around. It should be just about, that is done. Turn that off. Yeah, that is done. Always check on it. Yeah, drink. I have my coffee. I've been getting the Texas pecan from HEB, and it's really good. Not the decaffeinated. I'm more death before decaf. Put that back there. Probably set this up here. Let me taste this. It's a little bit. Always taste your soup, taste your stews, taste your flour, taste all of it. Let you know if you need to add something or not. I am going to do, I have no place to put this. I am going to add, this is about a tablespoon of salt. I'm using kosher, but you can use seasoning salt or just any kind of salt that you have. It's not extremely specific. I just happen to have this within reach, and it'll work. Probably going to dish this up similar to how you do gumbo. Now, if you have a bunch of people, you might want to use some different spoons. This is just for me, so I don't care. I actually might want to put a little more salt in there. Is that stuff low salt? Doesn't say low salt. Or maybe I just need more salt. My body's saying, hey, we're craving more. Salt is very subjective. Always taste. It's about a half a tablespoon more in there. That'll be about right. Mix everything in there real good. Parsley would also go good with this. But if I had chopped spinach, not the canned spinach, don't use that. Just get like a 1/4 cup of chopped spinach, and then you would put that in there, and that is just excellent. Okay, that's about right. It's about where I want it. And let's bring this to a boil while I get another bowl ready. And a spoon. I mean, it's not the quickest thing you can cook, but it doesn't take that long. And if you're really cheap, a lot of the stores, I know HEB does, I don't know what stores you have in your area, but they will have like pre-chopped up vegetables. And you can use those. And that works just fine. I do have to go to bed tonight, so I wanted something quick. And when this gets to boiling, good, I'm probably going to put some in here, and then I'll put the rice on top of it. And we will have chicken and rice. And what rice will tend to do, and so will barley and any grain, that sort of thing, is it'll continue to soak up the juice. Now, there's some dishes that I will cook the rice in there. And if I was cooking this and everybody was going to eat it right now, like everybody was going to be over, I just put the rice in the pot and it's not going to matter. But if it's going to be in the fridge for a couple of days, a lot of times I'll cook the rice separate because it'll keep soaking up the juice. And I don't want to do that. So I am cooking it separate. And I know a watch pot never boils. I don't think this is going to be much longer. Probably, 10, 15 minutes or so. Because like I said, once this boils, if the carrots are done, it's basically what we're waiting on. When the carrots and stuff are done, it's going to be done. So I'm probably going to pull a carrot out once it starts boiling good and see if that's done how I want it. And we'll be good. And if you hear the whining over there, that is a big mastiff that is wanting whatever I'm cooking. He doesn't care what it is. And I have a cat. If you wonder what's clicking, my coffee cup. There's a cat sitting on the bar staring directly at him. So now we're just waiting for this to boil. And while we're here, if you've never seen this before, something my wife got me that I love. It's like a nesting doll, but hadn't been used in a while. It's sitting up there. It is a measuring cup. And it's got the little measuring cups in here. So this is a half cup. This is a quarter cup. And then we have 1 cup and we have a third cup. And it's also measured, 1 cup, 250 milliliters, third cup, 80 milliliters, quarter cup, 60 milliliters, and half cup, all that good stuff. I haven't actually used it in a while. It kind of sits up there as a decoration more than anything else. If you're wondering what that is, that's what it is. We're going to check this again here in just a second. Kind of weird. I don't have anybody on there, but I haven't been on this channel in a few weeks. So I don't really blame anyone. Let's go find a carrot or something. Just want a carrot. I don't want the rest of it. Just a carrot. I know this looks weird. Yeah, carrots have a ways to go. So if anyone's out there, let me know. Okay, sorry about that. She had to get to something. And now we're just cooking carrots, basically. As soon as the carrots are done, it will be done. The rice is done. Everything else is pretty much done. So hopefully in about 10 minutes, this will be done. I think by about 10 o'clock, it should be done. Should. Oh. That tooth that's hurting up through my eye. So weekend after next, I doubt I'll be doing anything for any channel. I have to go see oral surgeon. And that sucks. Put that on the wrong channel. Oh well. I put it on the wrong Discord. She flusters me. It makes me mess up. Gabriel, how are you doing? Finally, someone out there. I haven't been on this channel in a while, so I can't complain. Yes, it's chicken and rice. I'm cooking the rice separate because it's going to be in the fridge, and I don't want the rice to just soak up everything. And I've got 4 stalks of celery, 5 carrots, 1 large sweet onion, 1 shallot, 3 cloves of garlic that I kind of sauteed down, and 3 tablespoons of butter. I'll put a little olive oil in there. I'll put about a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of basil, probably about a half teaspoon of crushed rosemary, and a half teaspoon of turmeric, and a tablespoon and a half of salt. I use kosher, but you can use any salt that you wish. Just taste it so that you don't over salt it or under salt it. Salt is always subjective. And I'll take this off. You can see it. Woo. Always be careful of the lids. Boiling hot water running off. I deboned a chicken. I think I said earlier the chicken must have came from LA because it was all breast. Had no thighs, no nothing. It was all breast, just a scrawny chicken. It was a rotisserie chicken. I probably should have got a pack of boneless, skinless thighs and just cooked those down, but I didn't want to wait on them. So here we are. I prefer some more dark meat than that. Everybody wants a chicken breast to the point that they modify the chickens to be kind of grotesque and huge in one specific area. It's like, no, get them thighs bigger. It's better for soups and stuff. I mean, chicken tenders and that sort of thing. The breast is pretty good. Or if you're just cooking chicken breasts, grilling them, that sort of thing, yeah, that's good. But when you're cooking soups and stews and that sort of thing, the dark meat ends up being a lot better. And that just is what it is. See if I can find another carrot in here. I don't want any of that stuff. I just want a carrot. Here's a carrot. There we go. See, there's carrots. Yeah, maybe about 5 more minutes. And the carrots will be done. It's the other thing too. The carrots and all that are seasoning. I mean, think of them. Think of your carrots and your onions and your garlic and all that stuff you're adding in there. Think of them the same as you would think of this, as a spice. Because you are seasoning your food. I'm usually starting off a dish somewhere between like Mary Poe, however you want to say that, and Trinity, This would be closer to like Mary Poe because I had the garlic, the carrots, the onion, and the celery. That was a guy's name, I believe. And apparently carrots didn't grow too good in Louisiana, so they came up with the Trinity. And you got bell pepper and garlic and celery and onion and all that stuff. I do not have bell pepper in it. Thought about it just in case she wants some. I didn't put any in it because she does not like bell pepper. She's picky. No, the cat's not in the pot, not yet. Times haven't gotten that hard yet. She hasn't pissed me off that much yet either. She broke one of my coffee cups. She knocked it off the counter. You were close, but not today. So no, it's a chicken. It's a scrawny rotisserie chicken with unusually large breast. And that's what's in there. So, yeah, this should be probably about 4 or 5 more minutes and this pot will be done. I would have cooked down the chicken thighs and stuff, but I was just thinking time. And I do have to go to bed and go to work in the morning. And like I said earlier, I was mowing the lawn and pouring rain, but it had to be mowed. So I went ahead and mowed it. When my neighbor's looking at me, they're probably talking about the crazy lady mowing her lawn in the rain. But it is mowed. It is done. I also got some filming done on the bike. I went to my chiropractor and all that, rode my bike. Got some filming. I'll be doing some shorts and reels and all that stuff on my other channel. And I got some more stuff to film on a review that I'm doing of a product. I've got all the like trial stuff for the most part, but I might put the review out next weekend because that way I can use it throughout the week. There should be at least 2 or 3 days I can ride my bike this week to work. It's a high-tail ponytail holder thing, and you tuck your hair up inside of it. You don't have to do anything else with it. You don't really even have to put it in a ponytail. Just put your helmet on. And I usually got a rag on my head just because I don't like the helmet pulling my hair. But you just kind of twist it up, stick it up under the thing. It's like a pouch on the back of the helmet. And then the wind doesn't tie your hair into knots. So far, I like it. So far, it seems to work pretty good. I think I posted on my Discord or on the community thing. Amy was trying on helmets yesterday. She looked pretty cute. I did stop at the House of Pies. And I should have done a review, but my battery was dead at that point. I did that yesterday. And I got shrimp and grits. It was awesome. If you stop at the House of Pies in Houston, the one I stopped at was out by between Fry Road and Mason on I-10 out towards Katy. And if you stop there, I can vouch for the shrimp and grits. It was awesome. And then I got apple pie because I'm at the House of Pies. You have to get a pie. And I got a Dutch apple pie, a la mode, and it was awesome. So I can give them 5 stars. She had an omelet. See chargers on there. Okay, a wee bit Irish right now though. Awesome. Yes, it's St. Patrick's Day. Oh. My last name is an anglicized version of an Irish name. And my grandmother on the other side was Irish. The other grandmother was Czech. So my grandmothers are Czech and Irish. So I'll drink scotch and vodka depending on which one I want to talk to because neither one are still here. They have both passed on. But other than that, the Smith is anglicized Irish. It's like Meccan, Gabain, whatever. I can't pronounce the Gaelic, however you want to say that. But it means the same thing, like blacksmith or what have you. And so that is Irish. I definitely have a lot of Irish. Irish and Slavic and French and Norwegian, and it comes out in the food that I cook. So, Charger, if you're out there, leave a comment. I saw your comment on Discord. I do have a Discord, and let me see. My Discord is very tame. Certain things will get you banned immediately. But I'll put a link out there. Let me go to my thing. That is a link to my Discord for anybody that is not on it. It's like guns and bikes and food and poetry and songs and music and instruments and that sort of thing. X-rated stuff is not allowed. Read the rules. Please read the rules. And then there is, let me see, while we're waiting on the carrots. Where they changed the symbol. My phone updated. Here's my Patreon. So I need to go to the creator profile. There we go. Share creator. And this is just going out on YouTube tonight. That is my Patreon. Should be popping up in the chat. And that supports both my channels. I also have a subscribe star I put out there, but that one is just for my bike channel at the moment. I'm getting ready for a trip. This summer, a 5,000-mile trip, basically, from Houston to Champlain, New York, and stop by and see a few things and come back. Let me try this. I don't want that. I just want the carrot. Turn that down a little. Trying the carrot, seeing if it's done. Yep, it is done. Let the steam roll off for a second. I'm going to make a little of this up in this bowl right here. And then I have to clean up my mess and go to bed. There we go. Now, there's no rabbit in here, although I have cooked rabbit before. The reason people would starve to death eating rabbit, I should have poured that over the rice, but I did not. I'm sitting here running my mouth. What I should have done, and what I was planning on doing, were I was going to put the rice in here and then pour the soup around it. Kind of like what you do with gumbo. Put a good scoop of rice in there. There we go. I made up for it. Chicken and rice. The only thing I didn't actually add. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'm just about done anyways. If I had some chopped spinach, I would have added about a half a cup of chopped spinach in there. Don't use the canned spinach, like a half a cup of actual chopped spinach. And that works really, really good. And I have to taste it. have one subscriber. If they watch this later, will complain if I don't. And it is really good. It is also hot because it is fresh. Give me some chicken, some veggies. And that is awesome. And very hot. And that is my supper. That is what I'll be eating probably for the next 2 days, the rest of it. Thank you so much for joining in the chat. It was getting lonely there for a while. And I know I haven't been on in a little while. But like I said, work and everything else has been crazy. And I appreciate everyone for joining in. You are all awesome. And that's pretty much it. Now I've got to clean everything up and go to bed. Eat my supper and go to bed. But you are all awesome. I will catch you later. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to go ahead and hit that red button up in the corner now. And I'll catch you later. Please like if you haven't liked, share, subscribe if you hadn't subscribed. And adios.